Mitra, we are live now.
Hello and welcome to Index South Asia's Interactive Business Forum. Today, we have with us Ms. Cynthia Gremo, the CEO and Marketing and Sales Manager of Italtex from Italy. This is the first time she's presenting to the South Asia region, and we are very, very privileged to have her here with us. She will be giving us an insight into the future trends by first speaking on the fabrics and color trends for autumn-winter 22-23 for menswear and womenswear. And then she will present forecasts for fabric and color trends for spring-summer 23. Well, Italtex has been around since 1959, and it is the Italian trend studio whose research helps plan upcoming collections by providing the latest trends on colors, constructions, materials, patterns, and finishes. Italtex actually discovers new trends before they become trends by analyzing customer needs, market requirements, and exchanging information with fiber yarn and fabric manufacturers. As the CEO and head of marketing and sales, Cynthia constantly keeps updated on market changes, specific customer needs, and the general situation of the industry. Thanks to her experience in digital communication, she also takes care of the online business and communication at Italtex. So sit back, get ready to learn about future fashion trends. Over to you, Cynthia.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm really pleased to be here today and talk about the new trends for autumn-winter 22-23. I think the presentation on our company has been quite exhaustive. And I will just add a couple of things that basically we make. Our core business is on books that with fabric that show colors and materials. But then we also have what we call virtual online trends, which are basically what this presentation comes from. And then we have created a brand new service, which is a virtual trend service for menswear. But we are really at the beginning with it. But it's a very useful service because now all brands are moving from real actual fabrics to the virtual world. They present their collections in a virtual way, and we are offering a service on trends and trends for fabrics specific to provide everyone with this kind of virtual solution for fabrics. Now, let me share with you my screen so that in a second, okay, yes. In a second, I can start. Okay, from here. First of all, as I said, this is our company. We will start from menswear color and fabric trends. And as we know, sustainability is the key word in it has been the key word in the last seasons, and it's very important today, in these days, after the meetings in Glasgow. The question and this matter is more and more important. We see it in organic fibers, but also a lot in recycled wool, cotton, and polyester. They are used for both the outside, as we are used to see them, or as the quilting material for cruelty-free coats, where textile waste substitutes natural goose feeder. And we must say that the raw, irregular look of recycled cotton is also seen as a plus in terms of trends because it confers a very sporty look. This idea, this look, is at its best in very light and delicate use. Denim, in the same mood of recycling, is also the recycling of old blue jeans to obtain new and already colored cotton that respects the concept of a circular economy. It reduces water and energy consumption, and also the use of chemicals, and recovers fabrics that would otherwise become potential waste. So it's a very positive, it has a very positive, not say impact, but it reduces dramatically the impact of denim on the world. We suggest knitted bases with lyocell and a camouflage overprint sweatshirt here. Then denim becomes really trendy in jacquard patterns, like this one, or as presented by Dolce & Gabbana, it becomes a glittering surface thanks to coating. It is also interpreted in cotton linen mixtures, quite unusual. And in the same mood are also herringbone and diamond structures for young urban wear. The goffered surfaces, textures, because are very important in today's trend, and they can be the result, like the goffered surfaces of these fabrics looking like denim-inspired fabrics. Or very interesting is also this goffered effect made by the new honeycomb, very suitable for the sport jacket. And it's a season of very soft fabrics. Fine emery and deerskin touch feature many different qualities, either worsted or knitted. We suggest some checkered or striped patterns for jackets and trousers in sportswear. Also small effects. And these are the knitted fabrics for the new jumpsuits. Melange gray and burgundy is an evergreen and winning combination for sports looks. We suggested for overprinted denim, small checkered shirts in warm brushed cotton, a textured jacquard knit for jackets, and a piece-dyed loopy yarn coat. Then the new formal is in this mood is in grayish blue, and we suggest it in fancy jacquards, in diamond patterns, in chenille for jackets, and very interested is the optical inspiration fabric for jacket or suit. Also, the mill micro effect and soft knit jackets in this area. And still talking about the new formal clothing, here we talk about the neutral shades featuring an English style look, which is made of simple checks for jackets with some twist yarns, which decorate for the decorations here, and simple plain weave structures in melange, gray, and camel for wool style polo shirts. The new formal clothing is also in light shades, here in log cabin patterns for an oversized jacket, or in mini designs for stretch trousers, and in clean patterns, double knit jumpers in the dull shades of rope, gray, and walnut. A bit of country style It's about the timeless Shetland Tweed for sports jackets, or also used as inspiration for overshirts. But it is also suitable for knits in recycled wool with knob yarns and frosted surfaces. The colors of autumn winter feature underbrush and leaves colors for sports wear in British look patterns in mustard yellow blends, moss green, and rich orange. For flannel check shirts, trousers, jackets, and knits. Here we go to the deep forest greens, very dark green tones used for overprinted effects. They can be in marble vein. They can be used in jacquards with florals. Also for boiled wool knit coats, and for big irregular herringbones in pure wool. Turquoise is a very unusual color for winter, for the winter season, but it gives a lively touch when combined with military green and anthracite gray. It's really an enticing effect, relieving classic checks and textures. And very interesting is the printed polo in lively colors on melange grounds. Another hint of color is made by cobalt blue, which emphasizes the classic black and white or black and gray double face coats. It is also used for to illuminate geometric jacquards for evening wear, abstract prints on shiny polyester viscose knits, and textured striped shirts. And beige and indigo in an English style wool blazer is rejuvenated by indigo blue and is played in amusing jacquards or printed patterns, which make lightweight knits or shirts less formal. Shades are warm here in camel and terracotta for checked jackets with twist yarns and a mild finish, or in light knits in cotton nylon for jacquard or printed polo shirts. And these colors are also suitable for knits, for the knit bomber jacket in bold patterns, this one. A touch of red is used on shirt imprints. In a touch of red color, we suggest it on the bold stripes of polo shirts. Brick red for the zebra pattern of jacquard coats, because now animal printing patterns are no longer reserved to women's wear, but become glam in men's clothes. The gray nuances are unmissable for menswear, better in melange, and they are interpreted in jacquard for sweatshirt with fil coupé effects and an emerized finish, but also in vintage style jackets with twist yarns. Gray is also the color used for jacquard to draw stripes for suits or richer motifs for coats and waistcoats. And I would also add some inputs for the evening wear jacket. And black and white in graphic patterns on viscose and polyester knits is suitable for evening wear. In tweed look daring jackets inspired to womenswear, and then paired to trousers in geometric patterns. And contrast is also played on soft crew neck knits for the streetwear. Now we can move to the trends for women's wear. And in women's wear, we start from clean effects, black and white. And the color themes for fabric style for this presentation of women's wear embrace the different times of the day, with morning devoted to business activities. And this page shows the evergreen black and white in neat color combinations, in easy and clean patterns in woven or knitted fabrics. And also jacquard weaves played around optical effects and combined here in jacquards with a glen check background, and also used in small effects for knits. The neutral tones of ivory, nut, dark chocolate, and black combinations create different weaves in sustainable wool, in tubular structure micro patterns, in knitted ball jacquards, reminding of famous brands like this, and macro houndstooth in loose ends. British style, the unmissable British style is in warm camel and brown, always stretch for maximum comfort and fitting, either in twill or in double-faced jacquard. A bird's eye pattern in tubular fabric creates a houndstooth pattern on jacquard grounds. This style suits blouse weight fabrics very well too. And the very light and neutral tones of beige, gray, and white are used for slightly emerized surfaces, emphasizing the fabric softness. Overprinted patterns for sweater and leggings are paired with simple checks for jackets or shirts. It is the practical and cozy style for stylish, smart working. And the cozy mood is also featured by darker colors used in goffered simple checks for blouses or dresses, in controlled transparencies and felted effect on wool mixtures. Then it's made of comfortable knitted trousers in tiny motifs, including small rhombus and tie-style geometric jacquards. Later, when the time comes to go out for a walk in the city, shop the store and meet more people, also comes the wish to wear something livelier. Welcome them to red. It can be just an accent on classic black, white, and gray patterns, or can be used as ground for jacquard, glen checks, and geometric knits. Also interesting is the fancy tartan used as ground here with a gray channel houndstooth. And sophisticated wood use enriched the most rustic constructions for woven in thick silk and sustainable wool yarns, to combine with gray and black striped blouses or knitted or woven jacquards. And green velvety surfaces here in shiny or matte chenille, always in forest green tones. Purple shades color embossed, plush, and deerskin double knits. And delicate lilac meets ivory in discreet bon-ton checks, to be combined with damask jacquard blouses. Multicolor, the multiple vivid color of fil coupé flowers stand out on the black grounds of transparent organza. These thick space-dyed yarns color a structured knit fabric for jackets. And vivid colors are also used in fancy gowns. Space dyed in this evening is another time of the day when we wish to spend time with friends and after a very busy day. So here the fabric style is influenced by the conquer of space, which is now the new frontier. And it seems now every 2 days someone is going up there. So it reminds us of shiny metallic looks, lurex yarns in blue shades and lamina on overprinted velvet and chenille. We also find it in transparent blouses and blue playing in fancy yarn tweeds, and in abstract motifs on jacquard denim. And cocktail time is made of the multicolor sparkles of lurex knits and glitters sweatshirts, and also of tweeds illuminated by metallic knop yarns that are paired with light fabrics with flock prints used for blouses and dresses. In the same mood, we also find florals in matte and shiny jacquard for trousers. Orange, also in daring techno shades for lamina jacquards and precious tweeds. While here we move to lacquer red and cobalt blue that relieve flat or ribbed jacquard knits that are sometimes enriched with shiny viscose, or we find them in a beautiful checkered damask blouse, this one. Not only strong colors, but also the pleasure of delicate pink tones, which range from old rose to cyclamen, and often combined with gray in knitted or woven small effects that are teamed with printed denim blue or multicolor blouses with a glittering lamina coating. The day is about to end, but the night can still be lived with enthusiasm, wearing clothes that shine under the moonlight. Silver reflections illuminate all the fabrics of this page, from fancy laminar-coated knits to the decorations of striped blouses. Glitter sprays on black velvet and lurex weft yarns on micro effect stretch trousers. Damask marble jacquards and refined geometric patterns on double tubular structures. Black, the night protagonist, creates transparencies with fil coupé effects or touches of unusual transparent nylon yarns. Crepe knits illuminated by black lurex draw flock print flowers, while silver polyester filaments create a motif reminding of metallic nets. And a touch of gold and black and gold can be missing from evening wear. Here in shiny jacquard knits, in iridescent moire jacquard, in Shetland fabrics with gold laminated weft yarns made in an unusual printing technique where only the work is printed, and delicate touches of gold moulinet are on black and white fancy twills. For an elegant evening, fabrics must shine with discretion. Satin is then the ideal, made to make unique fabrics thanks to hot printing textured effects or interpreted in small geometries or reptile skins. Velvety knits are decorated here with St. Gallen imitation embroidery, perfect for an evening suit. The weekend free time is spent outdoors, wearing comfy, functional, and technical clothes. It is in gray ripstop fabrics, in polyurethane coatings for the outer side of sports jackets, and in cargo trousers. Sustainable certified FSC soft modal viscose is interesting thanks to its antibacterial and antimicrobial characteristics. It is interesting with delicate transparencies. And these colors are also used for knits to wear next to the skin. Techno stretch polyester nylon jacquards are then paired with gradient stripe shirts. Waterproof finish, sustainable fibers are the theme of this group of fabrics. These colors become warmer, and military green is the protagonist of functional nylon fabrics with waterproof treatments suitable for the outer shell of duvet. Checks coated with polyurethane resins and shiny animal print jacquard for sweatshirts covered with glossy films. Military green recycled pet knits and moire jacquards for sports trenches. The cyclamen easy knit in bamboo viscose stands out for its anti-allergic and antibacterial features. Blue is for the unmissable denim style is reinterpreted in patchwork imitation patterns, in stretch denim with animal flock prints, or micro patterns for fancy trousers. Checked corduroy shirts are then the perfect match with classic denim. And knits in textile clipping, recycled cotton are, of course, the present trend. I thank you very much for you being here today, and I hope to see you soon. Now we are moving on to the question time, question and answers time. You can ask the questions you have.
Well, Sinja, that was really truly a deep dive. But as of now, we don't have any questions regarding this section of your presentation. So we can move on to the next session, which is your spring summer fabrics and color trends.
Yes, yes. Just give me a second to do one thing. I'll just get the file here. Okay. Adesso posso passare da questo, sì. Okay, here we are. Shall we introduce the our company for the newcomers, or shall we go straight on to the new season?
Let's move on straight to the new season.
Okay, let's start with the new season. Then let me share my screen. Here we go. Okay, sorry. Okay, so talking about spring summer 23, we must say that we are living a time of contrast, where our soul is constantly torn between two different aspects of reality, and the image of us that we wish to show to others plays between truth and fiction, thanks to avatars and augmented reality. Clothes then express our personality, and fabrics tell okay, I was just having this game of contrast. In color, we have flashes of neon hues which enlighten soft tones. In materials, where sustainable natural fibers alternate and blend to new sustainable fibers, while traditional qualities team up with highly performing techno bases. And in patterns, solid grounds play with vintage, fancy motifs, at times even bold or flashy micro effects and prints. And the same collection offers edgy proposals, allowing people to play with different combinations, even with old garments from the wardrobe or precious vintage second-hand pieces. Then we have organized the presentation starting from menswear. Here we start with a positive and negative effect. The theme moves around stark navy blue, ivory, and black and ivory contrast. It finds expression in corroded checks on polyester nylon, on double-face jacquard damask, on discharged printing for young taste cotton shirts, and floral prints on fluid viscose for t-shirts, or also on refined cotton polyester shirts. And the new formal for summer is in blurred patterns for cool wool jackets that are even jacquard here. In washed out stripes on cotton linen, which are the patterns for the new suits and sports trousers. And fake plain polo shirts in jaspe cotton with subtle nets and jacquard linen mixture create delicate plays of light for jackets and sweatshirts. White blends with light gray and light blue in the slightly goffered textured stripes of Bermuda trousers and overshirts. Calm colors are also used for discreetly rustic sport pullovers and for clean checks for polo shirts. An unusual diamond jacquard updates the total white suit for the young. Light blue is the color of fresh linen canvas with classic glen checks, open work gauze shirts, which compete with micro pattern knits. And the color also for jaspe sweatshirts and modal t-shirts. Deep blue features crepe weave blazers in the shading hues of night skies, linen cotton nylon structured knits, and the new piqué stitch polo shirts, but is also for the corroded jacquard patterns reminded of faded jeans. And natural indigo and its synthetic color dyes are an evergreen in all collections. And this spring, we find it in abstract jacquards on light denim trousers and shirts. Also in micro patterns on subtle seersucker, and in small geometrics for light knits with mouline cotton or simple and clean structures for knits. Floral, large floral patterns appear on all fabrics and weights and include Baroque and China taste patterns. In knits, blue shades soften jacquard and overprinted effect on diagonal grounds for polo shirts. And although a sophisticated color combination, beige and blue is also suitable for the sport style. It tints damask denim, jacquard stripes looking like prints, and real corroded prints for horizontal stripe t-shirts. It also colors a linen mixture checked blazer, which is updated with thick slabs and mouline decoration yarns, and the printed reproductions of wool patterns on knits. Warm shades used for rustic silk linen lyocell tiny naps on light striped t-shirts, for double face jackets playing with different effects and patterns on the face and reverse, on unusual checks on jacquard, creating blurred effects in warm terracotta hues. And other shades color light sweatshirts in pure cotton. Geometries are interpreted in different bases, in textured tubular knits, in small prints on Oxford for polo shirts, in ethnic inspiration jacquards, and tobacco micro patterns for pure linen sports jackets. A compelling shirt with Dobby stripe is overprinted with cross-stitch patterns. Textures of different kinds include seersucker imitation, the new honeycomb with ivory marked shells, creating patterns and textures in knits, and also slab yarn, which emphasize the irregularities of recycled cotton in horizontal striped knits. Naturally inspired green color, rustic linen, and cotton textured blazers with the slab moulinet. And these green shades are also used for matelassé jacquards, creating bulky effects on matte cotton, and the new stitch piqué. They are also used for printed micro patterns on light knits for shirts, and in camouflage, especially on double face fabrics for sweatshirts. A touch of acid green decorates a classic stretch glen check, which is paired with pigment-coated functional micro ripsop fabrics. And flashes of energetic colors also illuminate seersucker shirts. Vivid colors also tint textured nylon and wool sports knits, creating patterns and classic jacquard rugby stripes. The new Young Taste jackets now are in the new neon colors in jacquard. And turquoise is used for checkered overshirts in slab cotton, in floral prints on washed out linen shirts, and also for printed geometries on light beachwear stretch nylon for sportswear. In this mood, of course, marina stripes on viscose knits can't be missing. Shading blue and aqua greens in jacquard knits and light linen jackets. Then they are also used in small diamonds and gofret knits, which alternate to the light textured weaves of refined knits shirts. They are also the colors of linen cotton jackets, just rippled by crepe and shantung slabs. The refined elegance of pastel tone suits on canvas and rustic silks are used for sports jackets in white checks. We also suggest them for delicate pure linen jaspe matching subtle vintage taste stripes for light polo shirts, and for the marked stitches of flat knits reproducing elaborated braids. Red is then the protagonist of colored stripes on neutral or navy blue grounds for trousers or shirts. It is also used in paint splashed imitation prints and in amusing motifs on stretched nylon for skater's style. Dark red and ivory updates easy pattern polo shirts. Functional fabrics are inspired to urban warriors and include 3D knits in synthetic fibers, neon color bonded fabrics, macro nets, and unusual honeycombs, as well as abstract prints and ripstop. Black and pure white finds expression in knit graphics on jacquard knits or in corrosion print young taste cotton shirts, but also in white polo shirts with delicate open works and touches of silver in cotton wool jacquard jackets for evening wear. Moving on to women's wear, we find the unmissable black and white, interpreted in sustainable fibers like responsive wool mixtures and recycled polyester. It colors graphic patterns for business suits and refined jacquard cotton blouses. And it is also used in knits, in features which feature texture opticals and shiny matte effects. Fabrics with a touch of black lurex or glossy coatings on fine rib knits. And a working morning in a bon-ton blue-brown suit where tiny frisée and naps create delicate decorations, or simple checks and stripes. And blue and ivory are also used for floral jacquard knits, while jacquard brocades generate tone-on-tone light effects on big Limoges blue flowers. Beige and blue are the colors for clean patterns on sustainable FSC viscose knits for sustainable bio-based nylon. And the same color combination also suits prints inspired to hand-painted patterns on light knit linen cotton fabrics, which marry subtle stripes in ribbed stretch cotton. Wide stripes, fil coupé blouses, and textured spirals on damier checks belong to the same mood. Fresh, natural tones are used for classic linen and cotton checks, or also for knits on bio-based nylon and ecovelo viscose. We suggest hazelnut shades on a cotton damier check with pronounced vanilla slaps and simple polka dots on fil coupé organza. Orange shades to terracotta in ethnic inspiration geometries for cotton mixture jacquards, or meets the yellowish white of sustainable wool in classic basket weave patterns. It also colors light floral jacquard knits on subtle linen slab grounds. And orange is also the metallic lean coating on lightweight silk polyester. Vitaminic colors, shading from lime green to quince yellow, softened by the neutral tones of ivory, beige, and gray. Acid colors are also used for jacquard flowers on gray glen checks or light gauze, in embroidery scribbles on organdie, and printed checks on rusty grounds. Light knits play with burnt out effects, creating transparencies, while a touch of yellow enlivens a leopard printed sweatshirt. Highlighter green decorates distorted checks on jacquard bases and blurred flowers on linen viscose. Neon green colors bold stripes and madras and is teamed with beige and ivory and black. Green also tints fake plains for jackets and trousers, while mint green flashes enliven micro bird's eye or color knits with simple horizontal stripes to pair with a laser hole sweatshirt in a 3-layer jacquard. Multicolor prints decorate different grounds, including heavyweight canvas, light ripstop, and beachwear super stretch knits. Vivid colors enliven transparent fil coupé jacquards and generate amusing dynamic stripes of childhood spirit in terry knits. Pastel colors. We find delicate pink and light blue pastel tones in madras and pure cotton. In cozy look, jaspe knit tracksuits. In double face, jersey sweatshirts and sport shirts with space dyed yarns and terry stitch. Light blue dots create a tile pattern in recycled Ecotech cotton plus virgin cotton jacquard knits. And the warm tones color cotton and recycled polyester big net stitch knitting or embroidery effect jacquards. Bold biscuit beige and chocolate brown tint large stripes on cotton and washi yarn, the yarn in the traditional Japanese paper. Sustainable rustic effects are emphasized by recycled cotton, naturally irregular, or are created by a washed out finish. And rustic effect tweeds are in twill and basket weaves. Rustic are also unusual jacquard denims, which replicate torn effects, while ivory slab cotton yarns draw bold stripes on indigo knits. Irregular yarns enrich the grounds of soft knit jackets in traditional men's patterns. A touch of metallic metal enriches sophisticated tweeds in the well-proven red royal blue color combined and illuminate the color dots of a light transparent check. For a sporty twist, they can be paired with indigo bleach splash pattern. A dark and romantic mood for the silver dust on total black soft knits and black glitter on the printed flower of cotton voile. The same mood features sequins on big loop gummy yarns paired to luxurious black-white tweeds with color accents. Some romantic matelassé flowers enrich jacquard shiny black dresses. Ivory and gold are a perfect match for sophisticated spring-summer brocades, sporty chic ribbed knits, large horizontal stripes on a tiny net stitch. The gold pigment overprint on ripstop nylon is an interesting input. And here, a dreamy atmosphere is made of silver-coated knits for tight leggings and silver knit effects knits to catch dreams. Ludex yarns enrich ribs and jacquard houndstooth. But silver also meets cold use in tweed type blouses, while tiny metallic flowers stand out on white. Fuchsia pink declines in different shades, becoming delicate in tiny animalier damask or brighter in elaborate jacquard houndstooth on cotton recycled polyester. And glitter resin coatings decorate super stretch nylon for leggings to pair with tweed jackets in fancy weaves. Bubblegum pink is chosen instead for a chalk stripe, twill, and frayed stripes. In knits, delicate transparencies play with braids and open-work white hemp. Iridescent reflections shine on marble print cotton sweaters and the pink flower of a slightly transparent Ottoman brown blouse. Pinky coatings are on fil coupé and draw large stripes and green reflections for classic sweatshirt with terry reverse. Iridescent laminated jacquards and sequins shimmer in light tweeds, while embroidery-like flowers decorate iridescent gauze. A delicate light blue draws big flowers on recycled cotton. A polyester light blue houndstooth enriched with loopy yarns marries textured effects of matelassé jacquard, transparent organdie, and compact sablé crepe in FSC viscose. A new version of check jacquard knits teams up with virtual stitch white fil coupé. And the new denim is a variegated word and is made of abstract jacquard knits, reminding of arcade games, digital graphics for a new defiant denim. Then we find indigo gradient shaded romantic flowers in double plain weave. And we suggest flower prints on striped denim and subtle loopy yarns enriched with striped knits. Delicate textures in very light tones for transparent polyester braided knits, and lightweight fancy linen mixture canvas with silver hints. Orange peel cotton embossed by golden reflections, and cotton-based seersucker with lime effect print. Other textures are those of light jacquard gauze in natural cotton and linen for romantic dresses. Fresh and sport linen blends are here in vegetable green accents on natural colors, which create overchecks and subtle mock linen stripes. Linen mixture, simple structures for extra-like blazers, and light knits with linen, shiny, viscose jaspe yarns. Monochrome bark effect cotton hem jacquards are in seaweed green, and we suggest this mood also in pattern denim with in this fancy denim with matte weft. Thank you very much for being here. And this is all for the spring summer 2023. If you have any question, I'll be very glad to reply to you.
Yes, we do have some questions, but before that, I'd like to say I just hope that the people were sitting with notes and pens, because that was so comprehensive. I'm sure that designers and manufacturers were simply blown away with the detailing that you went into. And it seems Houndstooth is making a strong comeback as well in the next 2 years. So thank you so much, Cynthia. That was truly, truly a deep dive. We do have a few questions which we'd like to ask you. So, basically, people want to know is how long has Italtex been interacting with the South Asian market?
Well, it's a long story. It goes back to when I was a child, because our company was set up by my father, and so I remember that in the beginning of the 70s, we were visited by the first agent from India. So we started working in India at the beginning of the 70s. And later on, then we expanded to Pakistan and Bangladesh. And now we are present in the whole area. And we've seen, there's been big changes in all these years, of course, because creativity and skills have improved so much in the area. In the very beginning, especially some areas were only working on gray fabrics. Then they moved on to a lot of creativity, to the sportswear, to the denim, to the shirting area, which is very important and strong. While in the very beginning, it was only, yes, shirts have always been important, but then it was also, menswear was very traditional. And now menswear has become much more sporty. And the quality has improved so much that we all know this is the area that provides fabrics and garments to most of the world nowadays, everywhere.
That's true. That's true. And so we have been trying very hard to move up the value chain, because, well, it's either progress to survive, and the region has been working very hard, especially Bangladesh and cottons, and moving into denims, India across the range. So that brings me to the next question: that how many and to which countries do you sell your trend books to?
Basically, all the I would say all the textile countries and fashion countries. In Europe, we sell to UK, Portugal, Spain, France, something a little bit to Germany, then to Turkey, all your area, and to Asia, Orient, Japan, Korea, China, South America, USA, basically a bit everywhere.
So the whole world, yes.
Yeah.
South Asia is also, trying to implement Industry 4 to some extent, especially the manufacturers, because we do know that down the road, technology is going to play a very big part. And you mentioned something about a new virtual service, Italtex's new virtual service for menswear. So what is that about?
Well, we have really just launched it. And since now all brands are working on virtual fashion, they don't, in most instances, they don't make their collection, but they create their collection virtually, they share it virtually, they, until the end, they make, we saw so many runways made virtually, now also combined with the real ones, but very often they ask their suppliers to work with them virtually. And so we have creating a service providing fashion trends now only for menswear, giving trends created on a cut system by our trend innovators, all Italian designers, which provide inputs on very new fabrics, brand new fabrics, and also give some the information you need for color combinations and technical constructions. And we'll be glad to expand this concept into the next season.
That's going deep. That's going really ahead of your time, and I think that's just for the betterment of the industry as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. I know we'd like to ask so many more questions, but we're out of time for this Q&A session. For any other queries, you can directly connect with the Italtex. They are present, as you heard, across the world. And I wish to specifically thank Cynthia for taking time out to make this deep presentation at Intex South Asia Interactive Business Forum. Thank you so much, Cynthia.
I wish to thank Intex South Asia for inviting me and for giving me the opportunity to share our trends with this great audience.
Thank you. And
thank you.
Thank you everyone for attending this investment seminar today. Goodbye. Have a great day and hope you got a lot to take back home from this presentation by Cynthia from Italtex. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.